Hi, happy Thursday. I'm sorry I couldn't upload on Tuesday because I had a ton of homework due. But my class today was actually canceled, my history class. So she moved our papers back to be due next Thursday so that we can go meet with her and stuff and get help because I need to do that because I don't know how to write history papers. So that's that. So now I have a lot of extra time to get as far ahead on work as I can because I'm going to Philly on Saturday to go meet up with friends and stuff, including Young. So that's cool because Miss Young. So yeah, so I said I was going to talk about Buddhism, and I am. And forgive me for if I forget anything. I have this note sheet here that I took during the lecture that I went to. It was like an informal lecture given by the guy who teaches our acting classes because he is a Buddhist and he runs the Buddhist club that chants every day at 5 o'clock. I haven't gone to it yet because I haven't had time to, but I'm gonna try to go next week if I can because I'm gonna have a lot of extra time because I'm gonna start my paper during the weekend, even though it's due on Thursday, to get ahead as far as I possibly can, so that I do have extra time, like extra free time that I don't normally have. Okay, so Buddhism. I'm not sure if there's like a specific name for this Buddhism compared to the rest of Buddhism. But I'm gonna try to explain it as much as I can. So he basically talked about the history of Buddhism, and it gets split up into three sections: the former day, the middle day, and the latter day, which are like three different time periods of Buddhist history, but now the latter day is what we are currently in and what we will always be in. The former day was when the Buddha guy, whose name I don't remember, was actually alive and actually preaching his teachings. So people had firsthand accounts of what Buddhism was and that stuff. And then the middle day it was when people were enlightened through study of Buddhism. So they would read up on it and go to lectures and stuff like that and be enlightened through that. And latter day is now, which is that human beings are being deluded and they don't really know right from wrong. I kind of forget the whole explanation about that, but so we're gonna move on because I don't remember. I just know that the latter day is not a very good thing. It's when everything started declining and stuff. So in Buddhism, there are three poisons: greed, anger, and ignorance. Greed transmits into the environment that you live in. Anger leads to war. And then ignorance leads to disease and epidemics and stuff like that. And then there are four sufferings. The four sufferings are birth, aging, sickness, and death. And all people go through all four sufferings. And the basic principle of Buddhism is to accept accept that life is those sufferings and to choose to be happy anyways. The Lotus Sutra is the main principle kind of thing. I don't really remember what exactly it is, but it's the idea that the energy of life has always existed, and it's the basic laws of physics, that energy can't be created, stuff like that. And that everything is cause and effect. All people are equal and every human being is a Buddha. So sorry, I'm just like trying to read through my notes and stuff. Okay, so like there was the idea in Japan that Buddhism was to like worship that big like fat Buddha guy, and that was actually not true. That was a twisted version of Buddhism that the Japanese started using during, I don't remember which war, but some war. It might have been World War II. Um, and they practiced a form of Buddhism that was like sitting all the time and meditating. I think meditating, but that was what Zen was. Um, and Zen was actually like the official definition is like to sit no matter how painful it was. And some people would actually light themselves on fire to somehow become enlightened. Um, and then, um, and then there's a whole bunch of other history stuff that I don't exactly remember, but it was very interesting. So if you ever want to learn about it, like look it up and stuff because that it's really cool. But now the current way of practicing Buddhism is to chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, and it's meant to be taught to individuals to help individual problems, and so people chant that in order to feel better about themselves and to make it through life and stuff. And I'm sorry that I'm going over the 7-minute limit, but only by like a few seconds. There are 4 properties of the Buddha, and they are hope, courage, wisdom, and compassion. And you're supposed to live by these properties in order to become enlightened, or like try to reach enlightenment and to just overall live a better life. So, namaste. I am not a Buddhist, but I encourage you all to go learn about it because it is very interesting. And if I go to a chanting session, I will let you know and let you know how that goes. Namaste. May peace be with you.